Hey, hey, hey! Happy Monday! Who's missed me? I have been a little MIA. I have not been doing my live videos in the morning, and I've missed talking to you guys. But I thought I'd let you know a little bit about what was going on in my life, because somebody else can relate, okay? And I'm all about trying to relate to somebody else, and you know that, right? So it's the holidays, and that is the busy time for us, and it's working long hours, and it's hard for me emotionally. I have a hard time around the holidays, and I struggle. So I tend to withdraw. And also, when I get overwhelmed and I get tired, I withdraw. And it's easy for me to go into my little hidey hole and just kind of stay to myself and not try to be positive for others and keep it all in, you know? And I've been doing that. And now, granted, I have been in person, lifting up some people and trying to be where I need to be, but I'm tired. Basically, I've worked probably about 6 weeks nonstop. Doesn't look like there's going to be a time in there that it's going to go away. But it's okay. God gives me the strength to do it. I'm still enjoying my jewelry business, and I'm having fun with it, and it gives me a little bit of that to keep going, because I'm telling you, if I didn't have that right now, I probably would not be doing as much. But I just, a lot of people kind of struggle around the holidays, whether it be because you miss family, or your family, it's a harder place to be, or it brings back memories of those that you've lost, or sometimes it's a money situation, sometimes it's a little bit of everything. And for me, it's really hard, and I don't get into a lot of details about my personal life on here because I just like to respect others. But if you could just pray for my family. A lot of you know me personally and know that I struggle with one of my children, and it's hard. And most of you know I'm helping raise Braden, and I'm blessed that I have wonderful people who help me with him on a regular basis, and his aunt and his uncle, and my son, his aunt and uncle, and Ginger and Lynn are amazing, and Monica and Josh get him, and I couldn't do it without the people that I have. Nicole and Justin have been a godsend to me, and especially since I've been working so much. But it's hard this time of the year for me, and he's getting older, and he's asking questions, and it's hard. So if you could just pray for my family, and for me to be stronger. I wasn't going to get emotional on this, but I just wanted you to know that I'm real, and I struggle too, and I try to be so positive for everybody, and sometimes I do get into myself, and that's where I've been lately. So I haven't been sharing my cheer, and it's hard for me because I do want to share my cheer to everybody, because I do feel that as I empty myself out, I get filled back up, and it is why I do it, and why I like to bless others and encourage others, and why I like to spread kindness around, is because when I'm emptied, I get filled back up. And unbelievably, every time I'm in a down place, I have somebody who always lifts me back up. And I want to be that person that lifts somebody back up. And so I wanted to come and let you know really where I was at and what was going on. And I promise I'm going to be back. And I'm back. I'm committed to the next 30 days of showing some positiveness and my kindness and having a good word for everybody. And gotta find the tissue. And doing what I need to do to make my life better. Because my life is better when I give to others. Sometimes I feel like I don't have it to give. But I do anyway because it makes me feel better. When I give to somebody else and I share with somebody else, it always builds me back up. And it makes me feel stronger. So that's why I talk about spreading kindness and showing kindness to others. Because even when you're in the situation that you feel so low and so tired and so exhausted and so withdrawn, when you share that kind word with somebody else, you have no idea that their life could be even harder than yours. So many people always talk about how I'm always cheerful and happy, and they'll say, I just love always seeing you with a smile on your face. And I think to myself, you have no idea how bad sometimes it hurts inside. And I'm blessed that I have a wonderful husband who builds me up, and I have some of the most amazing best friends ever in the world that hold me up and keep me going. But for those of you who are struggling during the holidays, you're not alone. And for those of you who are pouring out yourself to other people and you're feeling empty, I promise you, you will get filled back up. And you may not feel like it right now, right this second. You may not be able to, feel it. You're like, I'm so empty and I keep giving and giving and giving and I feel like I'm not getting anything back. But I promise you, you will. I promise you. Just keep at it. Don't give up. And pray for your friends that you feel like might be having a harder time during this time of the year. For me, it's just a really hard time. And working in retail, I feel like I don't get as much time with my family as I want. And I feel like I'm trying to do 15 million things and I'm trying to keep everything going and I don't always get it done. And I feel like things fall away and I don't mean for them to, and I forget things, and I feel like I'm scatterbrained and I got 14 million things going on. But you know what? We all do. And just reach out to somebody who maybe you had on your heart. Send them a message. I promise you that if you do that, you have no idea. You have no idea what it will mean to them. I know for me, I've had a few people that have done that for me, and it means the world to me, and it lifts me up in a way that I cannot even begin to describe, because they don't know where I'm at emotionally all the time. So if you're struggling, I'm praying for you. If you're feeling like you want to isolate, don't. Give away a little bit today and see that joy come back. Because when you give it away, it always comes back. The Word of God says that you reap what you sow. And I believe that if I reap positivity and I reap kindness and I reap encouragement, that I'm going to sow those things back. And in those moments that I have felt so alone and so isolated and just wanting to shut down because I'm tired and this time of the year is hard for me, I have been filled back up by someone out there who had no idea how much they were doing for me. So do it. Give it away even if you don't feel like it, because it will come back. So that's just my little word of encouragement. That's just a little bit about where I'm at right now. I know I've been MIA, and I was coming on here every day, and I was just, ripping and roaring and doing my thing, and I just kind of backed away, and that's because I just started isolating. Unfortunately, that's a side effect of depression and anxiety. We tend to isolate. We back into a corner and we hide. And because it's easier to do the mindless things that don't require us to think. And, this month is going to be so many people, talking about Christmas and all of the things. And there are people out there who are struggling for Christmas right now. So if you can give to somebody else this year, even if it's just one thing, do it. If you can go buy a $5 toy and stick it in a Toys for Tots box, do it. We are collecting Toys for Tots at our store, and I'd love for you to come in and drop a toy in. If you cannot do that, pray for some families. Pray for the families that this time of the year is hard. Not everybody has a full family, and some of us struggle that we don't talk about, and I ask that you pray for my family. It's just a hard time of the year for me. So, I am not going to be live tonight or tomorrow night. I'm going to be live on Wednesday night this week. I think I'm going to decorate the tree. Maybe tonight or sometime very soon. I want my tree up. I always love to turn off all the lights and lay on the floor and look at my tree, because that's something that Chris and I used to do when we were little. We would lay on the floor and look at the colored lights on the tree. And it always reminds me of him. And so I'm just an emotional wreck today. Oh well. But tomorrow night I had some commitments with school. They're having the book fair this week, and I'm going to help serve some hot chocolate. And so if you're in the area, Inglewood is having their book fair. Come on out. We're going to have some hot chocolate. It's going to be good. And so Wednesday night, Friday night, and Sunday will be my lives, okay? So check out my albums on my VIP page. I would love to have you join. It's completely free. Maybe you can get some gifts for your family and friends. And remember, lift somebody up today, even if you don't feel like it. It'll make it better for you. And I hope that everybody has an amazing day. Spread some kindness. I'll see you on the flip side. Shimmer on.